Hello, Super Life Secret Codes members. How are you? This is our 5th Winning the Trophy class. For those who have taken the first 4 workshops, everyone has benefited. I've heard great feedback. Today I see a lot of people actually came to the physical classroom this early in the morning. In life, we want to have daily income. What kind of daily income? Energy income. We want to have many goals in life, a small goal, a medium goal, and a big goal. If your whole life has never had any achievement, you are probably pretty lost in life. So after learning the Super Life Secret Code system or taking the lessons, you will see that your life can change. It doesn't matter what age you are, whether in elementary or grade school, it's the same as long as your heart is open and you are eager to change. When you have the correct methods, you can succeed sooner than others. You're able to reach the pinnacle of success. Empty words are wasting time, and too many profound words are not very beneficial either, because no one can understand. I want to offer you very practical lessons you can apply to your life immediately. So as humans, when we are young, we want to learn, study, and find a job. Some people have worked all their life and opened their businesses. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they have inherited a family business. It doesn't matter your condition, you must have a great result. That's how you can be happy in life, or else you will be lost. You will question why you must work hard or even go to work. You get scolded by your boss frequently. You don't want this kind of life, especially for people who just graduated and found their first job. If you have a hard time working at this company, you will feel very frustrated. So if you have the right methods, you will be ahead of others. Today I want to be even more explicit about certain concepts. You must take action, you must have real implementation. You also have to have motivation. Some young kids have many wishes, but they just look at their wishes and don't really do anything about them, or they set goals and don't really implement anything. When you don't have the right way of doing things, you won't develop good habits and won't actually get to where you want to go. So beginning when you are young, you have to develop a good lifestyle. You must have goals, and you must have real action. This way, your goals will help you to pave the way to success. In the future, when you go to work, you also need goals and achieve your goals. That's how you can get promoted. If not, it will be pretty sad because you will live a life without motivation. People will not be happy with you, and sometimes you will not know where you're going. If you have goals, but your actions don't match, or the expectation from your boss is different from yours, you will not have a good result. Your performance may not be what your boss or your coworkers are looking for. Some people can have a smooth sailing career. These people must have unique attributes, so their actions and execution will resonate with their goals. This creates a positive resonance and a positive cycle. This kind of thing must be developed early, you must start developing it when you're young. So from now on, you need to know this. Your goals and your actions have to align. Maybe for school, at the beginning of your semester, you set goals, wake up on time, and set a schedule for yourself. Then you follow the schedule you set for yourself. Maybe your classmates also have some kind of schedule they set, but they cannot follow through. Then some people will have a hard time waking up in the morning. They feel like waking up is such a painful thing. But for you, it's different. You are experienced due to your discipline and always follow your goals. You can complete each lesson and goal, this helps you develop a very good habit. For example, people have a hard time waking up in the morning. This is not just for the young kids. Even adults, who have to go to work, still have the same problem. However, when you're young, if you have good discipline, you learn to manage your life and schedule, that's a good thing. If not, your parents will nag you or seem like they always want to. You must know this, you are young now, and everything you do will correlate to your future life. So maybe you are in 3rd grade and have to move on to 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. In the morning, you wake up on time. If you can do that every day, this will help you for the rest of your life. But, if you don't develop a good habit now, you will always struggle. Studying is a basic thing, a responsibility that all kids have. So last time, we talked about inviting your parents to collaborate with you to establish good connections with your elders. Last time, if you have listened to my teachings, you should understand that having good communication and relationships with people will help your future career. In life, maybe there are 100 disciplines. One of the things is to be on time, get up on time, and leave the house on time. That should be part of your routine. Then in the future, you will not waste time or struggle with this thing. There is not much pressure on you because you are proactive and can do everything independently. Last time we talked about going to work. Sometimes at work, you have to go through evaluations. One of the things is being on time. If you can manage it every day, you will see improvement in your daily life. You must get up on time to get to school on time and have plenty of time. Maybe you still have 20 minutes before the bell rings. Unfortunately, some of your friends may be late and have to run to the classroom. As for you, you are so calm. You are sitting down, and you are ready. Some of your friends may be running to the classroom a few seconds before the bell rings, and these people may feel agitated and rushed, but for you, you're already sitting there, ready to win another trophy. You're all students, but you are ahead, you know more and can manage more. And you are right here, at the top, and your friends are here. So when you go to work, you and your coworkers are the same age, but you are ahead. You always have plenty of time and do more things. Your improvement is significant, and this will help you to get further ahead. When you were young, you didn't need your parents to nag you, and you were able to manage everything. When you get older, you are disciplined too. Let me ask you a question: why do you have to go to work? It's more than just making money. It's to advance yourself. You need to improve and better yourself. If in life you don't improve, you will feel very empty. So after I have seen everything in life, I see through all of the things that are required for work. Discipline is a very critical thing. Some of the people, when the boss asks him, "Can you do it?" he says yes. Then the next day, the boss asks again, "Can you do it?" Yes. But then, on the third day, he can't. That's a minus mark. If you have a minus mark once, twice, and more in the future, your boss will not hand anything important to you, because he does not trust you. It is a golden time to learn and prepare when you're young. Because one day, at work, your boss points the finger at you and tells you that you are horrible, because everything you do is a failure. By then, you will feel so much pressure because you know you are about to get fired. You can look for another job, but can you do better? That's a big question mark. You will live with fear and feel that nobody understands you, because you feel stressed every day. While you are young, you want to develop many good habits to eliminate stress. Then when you go to work one day, your boss will compliment you every day, and you will feel so confident. You will have so many opportunities to achieve bigger goals. In your life now, you need to discipline yourself. Let me tell you a story. When I was young, I had my opportunities. In third grade, we moved into an apartment, and it had 4 stories. I didn't know if it had bad feng shui, but it always had a broken water pump. It was either the motor was broken or something else. I was only in third grade, but my family members designated me as a little helper, who had to look for the plumber to fix problems. At first, it wasn't a big deal, but as I was exposed to the plumbing company more frequently, I started watching the plumber repair things. I was a very curious kid, so I was watching the plumber, and I was able to learn many tricks. Through the observation, I learned a lot, and my neighbors all thought that I was smart and very helpful. Sometimes when the neighbors needed some help or repair, I would be the one who got asked. I was kind of popular too. I remember one time, the owner of the plumbing company was actually a female boss, and at the time was holding a little boy. I was older than the boy. The owner was telling her little boy to look at me and said, "This boy is so smart, you should look up to him." Many years later, I realized those lessons had become my nutrient and life experience. I became a person who is eager to learn new knowledge. You must know one thing. Earlier I mentioned when you go to work, maybe a new job, there will be some requirements, maybe 10 or 100, and these are plus marks. Suppose one day your boss asks you whether you can do this one out of 100 things, you say yes, and you will get a plus mark. So if you can learn more and expose yourself to more, that's an advantage. However, if one day, your boss asks you, "Can you do this?" and you say no. If this happens a lot, you will not get promoted after a while, because in your boss's mind, every time he asks you something, your answer is always no. You have to prepare yourself for all possibilities. If there is a new opportunity for you, and one day your boss asks, "Can somebody do this?" If you raise your hand and say, "Yes, I can," then you become the "yes, I can" guy. Then everybody will feel you are somebody they can trust and rely on. Of course, you will be the first one who gets the promotion. This quality is not pretentious. If you have this excellent quality, you will be the shining star everywhere you work. How can I say this? Because when I was younger, I was that guy. I trained myself since I was young. So how did I train myself? It goes back to the story I was telling you. I was always eager to learn. So, remember, don't always ask, "Why me?" Why does he ask me to do things? Did you complain to your parents, asking why did you pick me? Why did you ask me? You should be very grateful for the opportunities in your life where you can turn something possibly negative into positive. Start when you are young, your time will be the golden time, because you can learn and motivate yourself without any pressure. For example, getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning. You wake up before your mom, and when your mom gets up and sees that you have already eaten your breakfast and are ready for school, your mom will be so pleased. So today, maybe your mother compliments you. Tomorrow your teacher will compliment you, and one day your boss will compliment you. Whomever you encounter will be so pleased to be around you. Of course, you will always be winning the trophies. If you develop this attribute and make it natural for yourself, your future path will be bright. At work, you must learn how to become very popular, and it doesn't take many years to be popular. If you learn to be popular, you will be popular everywhere. So why are you popular? Because you have many great attributes which came from when you were young. Maybe when you were in school, you learned about many things, or when you were young, you learned from the plumbers. You learned about self-discipline, and you learned about some great wisdom. All these experiences will benefit you at work. If you can manage well at work, you will manage your projects well, and then you will be very popular at work. You will be the guy who gets promoted all the time. If you are an outstanding person, when you go to another company, you will be outstanding there too. You need to make yourself outstanding. Skill and training are very important. You need to work hard to develop more skills. If you're able to handle one thing, two things, and many things, you will see that your organizational skill and your ability to manage things are all going to be great. You learned these skills at school, where your teacher recognized your ability. Then when you go to work, your boss will also recognize your ability. If your boss asks you to do 10 things, you get them all done, and you do them so well, you even give some great ideas and advice, you will be a superstar at work. So if you are about to graduate, you have to remember, it doesn't matter what company you're in, you need to do what I advise you so you will be popular. You will be outstanding, and you will win trophies. If you go to a small company, you will become the most popular person, and you will get promoted to manager very quickly. Then you can see where you want to go in the future because you have many choices. Maybe one day, a medium-sized company will hire you, and your career will start to take off. You will get recruited by a bigger and better company. Whether you work for people or you are a business owner, you will always be on the right path, because you have a very good foundation. You are not someone who lacks foundation or someone who simply just kisses up to people. That's not you. You have a solid foundation. Even if the environment shifts or changes, you can handle it. Any policy or problem presented to you, you will be able to overcome and manage successfully. You will be an outstanding person. Do you want to be an outstanding person? Raise your hand. I see that not all of you guys are raising your hands. Don't you want to be the shining star or the superstar? One day if you go to work and realize, "Oh, no, I'm missing training," you will feel really nervous. You must realize you need to practice, train, and learn. So for all of your many plans or wishes, if you do not implement or practice them, they will not become a reality. Practice is the key. You must have this idea in your mind. You have to implement. Maybe before, you couldn't wake up at 6, but now you discipline yourself and make yourself get up on time. You tell yourself that you want to win the trophy. You win this trophy and check it off your list. You must accept the task and say, I want to achieve this. How do you do it? You practice. You turn on the alarm clock. You wake up on time at 6. When you hear your alarm, maybe in the past, you ignored it and waited for your mother to come to get you, but now you have a different realization. You understand that you want to achieve this goal and be successful in the future. So you will practice getting up on time in the morning when you hear the alarm. Now you have communicated with yourself, you told yourself you must be on time and trained yourself to get up. Some kids will say they don't want to get up, but for you, it's different. Even in your dream, you remind yourself that I hear the alarm and must conquer this task and create a good habit. You learn to just get up and don't even hesitate. Whether it takes 1 day or 5 days to learn, it all depends on your mind. So first, you have to communicate with yourself and agree to set this as a task. Once you do, you can implement it. Maybe 2 weeks later, this becomes part of you, then when you hear the alarm, you jump right up without any hesitation. So from now on, because you have mastered this task, you will gain confidence, then you can practice other things and achieve more goals. Things become easy for you. Suppose you go to work at 8 o'clock. One day, an announcement is made that everybody is going to the trade show in Vegas. So the whole team is going to Vegas. At the trade show, your boss tells everybody to meet at 7 in the morning. You report to your boss at 7 on time, because you have had great discipline since you were young, you can readjust your schedule. To you, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. is no big deal. You are very disciplined. But if you never had discipline, your boss tells you to meet at 7. You try so hard to wake up, but by the time you get there, it is 7:30. What do you think your boss will feel? Being late is not okay. Your boss is going to remember it. When you go back to the office, he will still remember it. And you will have to try hard to erase that negative mark he has for you. Remember, everything you train for is to help you later at work, to help you better handle more things, so you can easily adjust to new requirements or environments. Suppose you wake up in the morning and you eat breakfast. You tell yourself, I must eat breakfast, brush my teeth, make my bed, and organize my backpack. You have a to-do list. If you don't have a clear mind, you may forget something or do it poorly. The two make a huge difference. Suppose one day at work, your boss says, Hey, Miss Lynn. I want you to create a plan for the whole team. If you can accomplish this project, your boss will be very happy about you. So you have to develop the skill of completing a project efficiently and effectively. For example, when you go to school, you have many things you are supposed to do. If you don't have a list, like a mental list or a physical list, you cannot check off these things. If you don't, you will easily forget 1 or 2 things. If you can have a mental note, this can help you build up your discipline. This is a good habit. If you are clear with what you need to do, and what you need to bring to school, you will have a mental note. For example, number 1 is brushing your teeth, number 2 is breakfast, and number 3 is making your bed. All these things are on your list, you will be done in the shortest amount of time. Evaluate the hierarchy and rearrange what's on your list as needed. You may say to me that, Master Son, of course, I know what I need to do. Of course, you know what you need to do. But I'm teaching you an easy way to handle many tasks. If you are very good at management, have excellent organizational skills, and know the hierarchy of things because you learned when you were young, one day your boss may ask you, Miss Lynn, what is your proposal? In your mind, you already have everything planned. If this proposal is exactly what your boss has in mind, your boss will be pleased with you. This skill takes learning now. For example, number 1, wake up at 6 a.m., number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go to school. You will have a great routine and a mental note of the hierarchy of things. You will no longer do things in a hurry. Suppose you have 5 or 6 things to do in the morning. If you don't have a mental plan, when you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth, it may take you 30 minutes. So if you have a plan or schedule, you plan 10 minutes on brushing your teeth while your mother is making you breakfast. While your mother is making breakfast, you have 20 minutes to clean up your room, make your bed, open the window and curtain, and organize your backpack. You are very relaxed because you don't forget anything. You will go to school, and you will be very relaxed. This mentality takes training. Training on following your plan or schedule. One day at work, your boss sees that you are a very disciplined employee and is very happy with you. This is all based on your performance. Isn't it great to follow a schedule? This is also good life management. If you can manage your life very well, every day you follow this discipline, you will have a mental note of what needs to go first and what you need to do next. When you go to work, among all the employees, you will be more outstanding than others. If you can also implement your plans and always have good performance and positive results, you will be called a hardworking and disciplined person. You're not a talker. You are somebody who has real action and can implement things. Your life will be on a bright and open path. You will always have motivation in life. Your teachers at school will see your unique attributes. Your boss will also see them too. Last week I shared with you about my friend's story. He worked at a Japanese restaurant, and because the Japanese owner really liked him, he pretty much gave my friend his restaurant business. I want you to prepare your life in advance. You learn to accomplish many things in life, so one day, when you compete amongst a lot of people, you will be the one who stands out, and all the management and bosses will appreciate you. Learn super life secret codes and follow the teachings, you will see a lot of improvement in your life. This improvement and achievement are what many adults are eager to have. So you need to work hard and do well in your life. I appreciate you. I will see you all next week.